Truly, the real you loves you. 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 Truly.
All right. Give you some volume. Truly, truly, truly. All right. Welcome, welcome. Give us some volume here. Okay, now we can hear ourselves. Welcome. It is Friday night, and I just got paid.
Oh,
Yes. Welcome to all of you to tonight's episode of Truly Live, which is our episode 10. And we are happy to be in your presence tonight. Oh my God, we are so happy to be with you tonight. And to my right, her name is,
Yolanda.
yes, Yolanda. And I'm Oliver Blue. And if you are a first time viewer, we welcome you to our weekly talk show, Truly Live, where we are your digital transformational coaches. And we are here to serve you. And we have something very nice to serve up to you tonight. Tonight, we're actually on a part two,
We are.
a continuation of our talk from last week.
So, hello to the viewers out there. Carol and Bob are already in. Loving blessings to you as
All
well,
right.
Carol and Bob. And hello, Diane. We see you.
Yes. Hello, Diane. Good to
Blue
see
is
you.
beautiful on you, Yolanda. Believe it or not, the color is actually purple. It shows up differently on screen, and that's okay.
And mine is purple too.
His is a different. He's got a lighter version of purple. So
Yeah.
he said, "What color do you want to wear tonight?" I said purple, but it's going to show up blue. So, but thank you.
Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Diane, for joining us and all the others that'll be coming on here. We're so happy to be here tonight. We are actually uh, streaming live tonight on both of our Facebook pages, our business page,
Which is
Truly OB, and
Truly
our
OB.
personal page, Oliver Blue. And we're also um, streaming live tonight on Twitter. We're not streaming live on YouTube tonight. However, you should be able to catch the replay on YouTube and Instagram.
All right.
All right.
So, not certain what is going to be happening with the chats because I generally get to log on onto YouTube to do the chats. So, we will just have to see what happens.
Well,
YouTube is one of our sacred friends.
yes.
So for those people who've been with us before, you know what a sacred friend is.
Yes, and we're working out those details.
Yeah.
So anyway, welcome. If you're a first-time viewer, this is a weekly talk show, and this is an extension of our.
Oh, it's a talk show now.
It's a weekly talk. It's always been a
Okay.
talk show.
Oh, okay, talk show.
Well, don't we talk?
We do talk. Okay.
But Truly Live is an extension of what we do in the world by way of helping people through our personal development company, Truly OB, and this show is a outreach of that as we use the digital community to share some. Oh, you don't like my pop? We use this platform to share some of our universal transformational coaching principles that we use in our practice.
So thank you guys for choosing Truly OB for your for a source of information, inspiration, transformation, and
and empowerment.
empowerment.
Yes. And hopefully, our goal is always for you to leave these broadcasts with some new tools, new skill sets that you can apply in your life to make things better.
Yes.
So we're all about growth here at Truly OB and on Truly Live. We are all about growth. We're all about um, transformation, which
Yes.
basically means getting the results that matter to you.
Yes.
And we're here to help you. We know how important that is in life, don't we, dear?
Yes.
Yeah. So we always like to start out our programs by setting um, a vibration or setting the well in romantic terms it's called setting the scene and setting the
Okay.
mood.
Oh, setting the mood.
Yes,
Okay, romantic
yeah,
terms.
in romantic terms
Okay.
about setting the mood. I mean, most of us on here are over 18, so we
How do
understand.
we know that?
Well, we won't want to assume, but these broadcasts are for 18 and above. So,
Oh, is it? Okay.
yeah, we categorize it that way. But anyway,
Okay.
so we all know about setting the mood. I mean, and so we have found that one of the most effective ways of doing that is through the use of gratitude. And
Yes.
gratitude basically means being thankful for it all, being thankful for it all. And so the way we do that is we use the expression of our words to express gratitude to each other. We express gratitude about the things that has happened in our life, and we are grateful for our future. And we always like to start it out by asking you to place something in the comments or in the chat um, that you are happy and grateful for. And just
Yes.
share it with us so we can share it with share it with the viewers.
So,
And
Oliver, I'm going to let you get started tonight. Why don't you tell us what you are happy and grateful for?
wow, there's so much. I can basically sum it up by saying I am grateful for it all. I am grateful for it all because I have come to realize that no matter what arises in my day, that it all is there for my um, evolution and for my growth and for my learning. We talked about the other week that there's a when you oh, Jill's on with us tonight.
Hi,
Hey, Jill
Jill.
Harp, how you doing? All right, great to see you here tonight with us. The vibe has already gone up 2 notches because Jill is here. So, Jill, why don't you share in the comments or the chat something that you are happy and grateful for? But again, we learned we talked about it a couple of weeks ago that when we decide to wake up, or what was the term?
Uh,
Be open. When we decided to
openness.
be,
That's right. It
we
was
talking about
open.
openness. We said that when you decide to be open, there's a teacher on every
On
corner.
every corner. That's right. We did say that.
So from that,
So sometimes I don't know
where I'm
what
going,
it. Well, I didn't really know what you were.
where I was trying to pull from.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And we still don't get to sit down together and talk about
No,
this, or we still don't do that.
no,
So
no. What you get when we get to this broadcast, what you're getting is what she authentically brings and what I authentically bring. We just use that approach. Therefore, we feel like you're going to get the best of us.
okay.
And a lot of these are not orchestrated. You're getting our experience, our 31 years of marriage. You're getting our 31 years, 31 years of marriage. You're getting 30 years of raising children. You're getting 49 years of corporate experience that I've had and working in corporate America. You're getting all the extensive certification and training that we've gotten over the years. You're getting all the books we've read. You're getting all the victories we've won. You've given all the challenges that we've been faced. All of the accumulation of our life we bring to these broadcasts,
Yes.
and we believe that they have value and are helpful. And we have learned so much in life.
Yes.
And I don't think we've even scratched the surface of what we're going to learn
No, we have
as
not.
we stay open
Yes.
to learning. Again, that statement really changed something in me, because the way life is to me is the primary teacher. Life teaches us the lessons we want to learn. And so to be open, that means that we're open to learning in every situation, every circumstance, every condition, every relationship. Every time I walk out the door, there's an openness in me since then to say, okay, what's life teaching me today in this situation? Whether I'm in the grocery store, whether I'm in the post office, whether I'm visiting a friend, or it doesn't matter whether I'm on the phone. It's always like, okay, life is teaching me something here. So it has raised my awareness. That episode, I think it was episode 8, when we talked about be open, it raised my awareness. Don't you hear and feel the excitement in me right now?
Right now, I do. Yes.
That's where it's coming from.
Okay, so Carol said that they are grateful for the gorgeous red cardinal that visited us just before we came on. How about that?
Oh
We
yeah,
had
dude,
a-
who said that, Carol?
that was Carol
What-
and Bob.
what-
We had a beautiful blue jays
Yes,
that were fluttering around.
we've had blue jays, we've had albino deer. We've seen 2
Yes,
albino deer, white deer, beautiful.
beautiful.
Carol and Bob, by the way, the red cardinal, is that what it is? That's our state
Bird.
bird. So I know you guys live in Ohio, right?
Indiana.
Indiana. So I know they recently visited North Carolina, though. So
We don't know.
we don't know
for
that.
certain.
But anyway, yes, the cardinal is our state bird.
Yes.
So maybe they flew north.
Jill said it's Friday. Hi, Jill, and she said she's looking forward to a weekend of rest. That's in her plan. Outstanding.
Outstanding, Jill. Outstanding.
You
Well,
have to put them back up. Oh no.
yeah, I'm going
Yes,
to the
okay.
other page. Well, thank you so much. We've already gotten into some good sharing already. Tonight's going to be huge.
Okay.
But remember, we want to stay within the 60 minutes so that we can upload to YouTube and
Yeah.
Instagram without having
Me
to
having to do all that extra work.
without you having to do the
Hey,
editing.
hey,
Yes.
hey.
So remind me, stay on
Oh
task,
boy.
stay on subject. So the next segment of our show, we do our shows and segment, and our second segment has to do with inspiration and
Encouragement.
encouragement. We always like to share something from out of the universe that some other being has shared with us, that is a wisdom statement or a reminder to us that the universe is for us and not against us. Life is for us, not against us. So tonight, Yolanda is going to share our inspiration and encouragement segment.
It has to do with tonight's
It has to do with what?
It has to do with tonight's topic,
Okay.
part 2 of our visioning. And this is from Mary Morrissey. And the quote is, quote, "No dream can come true if you do not dream it up. No dream can come true if you do not dream it up." That's Mary Morrissey. She's a transformational developer, author, speaker.
Yes.
She's a transformational coach, and she's our personal mentor.
She's our personal mentor,
She's our
and she's
mentor.
celebrating 50 years of being
Yes.
in transformation studies.
Yes.
And
We're happy and grateful
we're
for
happy
Mary
for her.
Morrissey.
Yes.
Congratulations to
Yes.
Mary.
Yes. And we like to I like to make a comment on that. No dream can come true if you do not dream it up. So that means that everything starts with an idea.
With an idea.
Okay, we used word dreams, visions, those are all in the idea, those are all interchangeable words. So when we aspire something or we have a desire for something, it cannot come to
Dream, desire, vision, all of those can be
Yeah,
interchanged
yes,
for what we're doing.
yes. The first step in bringing that into an experience is actually having the using the imagination to see it in its invisible form.
Okay.
And so that's a great concept.
Yes, it is.
Everything we see started as an idea or a vision,
As a matter of fact, we're going to review last week's
Part one.
Yes, but since it was part one, we're going
Okay.
to do a quick review and we actually talk about that.
Yes.
So first, we're going to start with what transformation is.
So are we moving into our
Let's get into it.
Truly Life lessons tonight?
Yes,
So
let's do-
tonight for Truly Life lessons,
Let's get
we're
into it.
talking about again the process of blueprinting, which we started last week, and blueprinting. Yolanda going to do the review here. So
Oh, I'm going to do a review.
well,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I thought we did. Well, anyway, so we started last week. We were talking about what transformation means. Trans, for our purposes, for what we're doing here, means to go beyond. Form, we're saying to go beyond the current results, and then the Asian would be to experience new results.
Okay. So when we get in our car, the purpose is to move from where we are. So we're transing somewhere.
We are trans.
So we're trans. So trans and transformation mean going beyond your current results,
Yes.
going beyond your current situation.
Yes.
And then the form is the current results. And then the Asian, like she said, is experiencing new results.
Yes.
Why? Because we want different experiences than we're having in the present.
So we talked about this last week too. We talked about that pull that is that pull of becoming that is everywhere in the
Yes.
universe, and so we talked about the seeking of life that is our life for a more expanded expression of our creative selves. We talked about that last week as well. And then here's the part that you were just sharing, the creation principle. Are you ready?
Yes,
The creation principle.
the creation principle. The creation principle says everything is created twice. In other words, if you look around your room, everything you see, it went through a process of being created, process of being created in two phases. First in thought, it was a thought in some human's mind
It's an idea.
or an idea,
Yes.
and that idea eventually became manifested in form, whether it be the phone or the
Into thing,
or to
whatever
the
it
thing, or
is.
the camera we're looking at, or the
Whatever it
chair that you're sitting in, or the clothes that's on you. All of it started first as a thought, and then it became form.
Yes.
Everything is created twice. That is the principle that we teach here.
Yes. And then we talked about in this blueprinting, we talked about part of the steps. One of the steps that we go through is that we notice what we're noticing. And so we want to recognize the pull for more. That's our longings. And we want to honor the push for less, which is the discontents.
Oh, absolutely. We're going to pause here and recognize my friend that we noticed that have joined us for the broadcast, and that happened to be my beloved brother and Yolanda's beloved brother, Brother Eldred Rogers. We know you're out there, Eldred. We see you. Thank you for joining us. All right. I have to give him a shout out.
Yes, you do.
He's a special kind of guy.
He is.
Okay. So,
And our current, we know that our current life is a result of our decisions. So for each decision that we make or that we do not make, there is a result for that.
so in other words, we're always getting results
We're always getting results
in our life, whether we're doing it purposely or whether we're just allowing K, Sarah, whatever will be. Those are still results.
Those are results.
Okay. We have the authority and the empowerment to decide. We are the final authority. The one thing about the human creation is that each individuated self is the final authority in their life.
The highest authority.
You're the highest and the final authority in your life. You are the one that making the decisions.
So even if that means that you decide to give over the
Abdicate.
that's
If
right.
you decide to abdicate
decide to
your
give over.
decision making authority to someone or
someone
some
else.
system or some idea, it's still your decision
Your
to give it
decision.
up.
That's right.
But ultimately, we are responsible for the decisions in our life,
Yes.
and therefore we take responsibility for the results that we have had in our life and presently are experiencing that. And but most importantly, we have authority for the decision we make presently that will create the future that we experience.
Yes. So our capacity to create, to dream, to build, to think is unlimited.
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 Unlimited. Yes, we did an episode a few weeks back on the fact that we are creative beings
Yes.
and we cannot help but to create, and that we're the only part of creation that we are born in a habitat that we have to create for ourselves. All other creations, um, like animals or plant life, they are born in their natural habitat. We have to create our habitat. You know, we wouldn't survive very long living out in the woods,
We used to.
in the water.
We used to.
Yes, but we evolved into our um, more um, natural self,
Yes. Yes.
where we are comfortable and at peace and in abundance and
Yes.
all of the good things that life can offer.
Yes.
But we had to make it happen.
My idea of
Yeah.
camping is what we did back for our anniversary when
Oh,
we went to the mountains.
Go to the mountain, live in
to
a cabin.
The cabin.
Yes.
That's my idea of camping. That's as close to roughing
Yes.
it.
Yes.
As I want to get.
Yes, her idea about sleeping out, having a sleep out or camping is
With the windows,
with
the blinds or the
is
open.
her idea
so
of
you
that
can
is
see
yeah,
the
it's like checking into the
A
Radisson
resort.
Hotel or a resort.
Yeah, I had been to the Radisson.
And it's okay with that. I'm okay with
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I'm okay with
I
that.
love to see nature. I like to experience nature, but I
Yes.
don't want to live out
No.
in nature. I don't. I'm not
Absolutely.
ready to do that.
Absolutely not. She loves
I'm not
running
adventuring
water.
anymore.
She loves running water. She loves the comfort of a thermostat.
Love the ocean.
She likes heat so that she can prepare her food.
Love the mountains. I mean, I love the beauty of it all, and I love to see it. But I do like a few creature comforts. Anyway, so our ideas, we got a little concerned last week because we said that our ideas are just like it's just like the principle of the farm.
Yeah, the law of the
That-
farm,
Mhm.
right, and the law of the mind are synonymous.
Yes. So the law of the farm is that every seed,
Every seed produces after its own kind. That is a principle
yes,
in the universe.
and the principle for the law of the mind is the same. Every ideas that we hold in our mind, they reproduce after their own kind
Yes.
as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So we decided that we're not going to be alarmed or discouraged by that, because if we decide, we can decide again.
And absolutely. And there's a
Yes.
difference between a thought passing through your awareness
Yes.
and you holding a thought. There's a huge difference
Huge
between the two,
difference,
because
yes.
we can't help when ideas pass through the ether. We
Yes.
all have access to those. But what we can decide on is what we think on,
Yes.
what we attach ourselves to, what we meditate on.
And what we are thinking, what we attach ourselves to, what we give our energy to, that is what our intention is. So if you're confused about that at all, whatever it is that you're thinking on all the time, that's what you're giving your energy
Right.
to.
Your energy
And
is being
energy is going to go.
where
It's going to grow wherever it goes.
wherever it goes, and energy goes where it is directed.
Yes.
And the way we activate our mindful energy is through meditation. What are we continually thinking about?
Yes.
What are we contemplating? That's the way we send energy into the thought. And so there's a difference between a thought passing through my idea. Oh, here's a thought might pass through your mind. Oh, it's going to be cold next week. And you think about that and it goes. But the difference is when we meditate on. So if you spend 2 hours thinking about, oh, it's going to be cold next week. Now
I'm
you
going to be
meditate
so
on that.
cold next
Yeah,
week.
it's going to be
It's
so
going to
cold.
be horrible.
You'll begin to
because
get
it's gonna
cold
be
now.
cold. Oh, why does it have to be cold? I wish it weren't going to be cold.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it just goes on and on and on. Well, what's happening is you're actually feeding
Right.
that
Right.
thought.
Because eventually what we think about, we're going to bring about.
Yes.
And our thoughts will eventually manifest in words.
Yes.
And then our words will eventually uh, take the next form, which is action.
Actions. That's right.
So,
And then those
to,
actions create
and those
the
actions create
results.
the results,
Yeah.
either the results that we want or the results that we don't want.
We talked about, we mentioned briefly last week when we were doing the teaching about how we don't notice how much we feed negative energy, how much of our energy we
Yes,
feed to negative things and things we do not want.
that we
That
do
is
not
just,
want.
that
Right.
is a matter of us not being
Right.
aware.
Absolutely. And the subject of blueprinting is all about designing your life based on the things that you would love,
Yes.
not that the things that we don't love. So as we go through this little exercise tonight, you'll see how useful this skill set of blueprinting is in all of our life.
Because one of the main things for us to remember is this: we don't get to choose if we will create our life.
No,
We don't get to choose that. And the reason is because if we are thinking,
we are
we
creating.
are creating.
If you're thinking, you are creating, because thoughts becomes things. There's a book called Think and Grow Rich by um, can't remember the author, but in that book, the whole concept of think and grow rich, okay, not necessarily rich in wealth, but it does mean wealth, rich in wealth, but it's talking about rich in life, which means having abundant health, having an abundance of peace, having an abundance of um, awareness. Napoleon Hill.
Napoleon
Go, Jill
Hill.
Hart. Jill, right on. Yeah. So in his book, that
I
book,
could see his face and couldn't think of his
yeah.
name. That's right,
But
Jill. Thank you.
that book was the result of Napoleon Hill studying the wealthiest 100 people in the United States
We've read that book
back in the
several
early
times.
1900s.
Yeah.
And as a result of he took 20 years to study these people and what they were doing. And as a result of that, he wrote the book and he named it Think and Grow Rich, because at the core of their success was that they understood the law of the mind and the power of thoughts. In fact, the first sentence in the book said, thoughts are things.
Thoughts are things. Yeah.
Thoughts are things. In other words, they eventually become things.
Yes.
So that's the core of what he learned, that people like L. Nightingale, people like Henry Ford, people like Carnegie, Andrew Carnegie, all these guys that had tapped into these laws or principles that govern prosperity. And they tapped into the reality that their mind was the source of everything that they experienced.
Yes, that's right.
And so you'll hear us talk a lot about the mind and our words, because it's so important.
Yes. We can learn how to think in service to the life that we desire.
Absolutely. So they purposely, on purpose, understood the principle and then purposely designed the life that they wanted to experience by using the mind in service for their dreams and their ideas and their aspirations.
Yes. So that's living with intention, or living from
That's
intention.
living from intention.
Yeah. Okay. So tonight what we're going to talk about is,
so are we transitioning to part B? Part two?
We're going to get into this to the point because we want you all to have a chance to write some stuff down based
Yeah.
on what we did last week. So the potential and possibility for creating is available to all of us. If something has happened for one, it is possible for it to happen for all. We don't think that that's true, but that is actually a very, very true statement. So it can happen for all. We got some comments in here.
Yeah. I'd like to welcome Sheila Monroe Johnson to the broadcast. Hi, Sheila. Glad you and happy that you stopped by to be with us. And Sheila made a statement that says, designing your own reality based on your thoughts. Okay, yes. She just made the comment based on, I guess, our comments, and that's so true.
Yes.
So when we talk about blueprinting, we're talking about designing a life that you would love for yourself, or an experience you would love for yourself, designing it just like a builder designs a house. We can design our life. We have some input on that and some decisions on that.
But just as it's going to be difficult for a builder, a contractor, an architect to design a house without having clarity
Clarity,
about what's going to happen,
details.
none of us can live our desire if we are not clear about what that desire is.
Absolutely. We have to get clear on what we want. We have to be clear about what would we love.
Yes.
What would you love? Are you clear on that? Are you absolutely sure? What would you love?
Yes.
If you had a blank piece of paper and if you had, if you could just write out the thing that you would love
Well, we're going to
without any limitation, and we're going to do that
We're
exercise
gonna do
tonight.
that. We're going to do that.
How would you design your life? So I don't want to get ahead of my wife.
Yeah.
She's looking at me like, you're getting ahead of me. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead, baby.
No. Well, when we think, write, and speak our dream, desire, our vision,
Yes.
then we activate all of our mind, all of our brain,
Absolutely.
both sides of our brain, and we get a lot more consistency.
Absolutely.
So that's why it is important to write it down. There's the scripture in Habakkuk 2:2.
Habakkuk 2:2 says, write the vision, make it plain.
Make it plain. So that
they who read it may run with
it. And that means they can carry it out.
Yes.
But so you have to be clear.
So there has to be a plan.
Yes.
There has to be a blueprint.
Yes.
And it's not, listen, some of these things we do naturally, we're not even aware of it, but we do it because it's part of our nature. But when we can get to the place where we can intentionally get involved with the process of blueprinting, designing a life that we would love, and have clarity around that, all the successful people that you would look at in the world and say, well, they are successful. Well, if you knew the inside of their life and their lifestyle, all of it, you find out that all of them have coaches. They got personal coaches. All of them are very intentional about what they do, what they eat, what they wear, where they go, when they go, who they go with, what's the 3-month plan, 6-month, 9-month, 2-year plan, 5-year plan. Living intentionally. They've designed in their life. Yes. We can do it too. It's not just for the 2% that think that when you look out in the world and you just say only 2% of the people say that they're really happy with their life or happy with what they're doing in life. They're happy with their work. And so what's wrong with, what's up with the other 98%? 98% are living by default, being controlled by external conditions, situations, and circumstances, living by default, versus we're talking about living intentionally. And if you're going to live intentionally, it all starts with the blueprint.
Yes.
All right, babe.
All right. So now, what would you love to be, to do, to create, to give, to express?
Are you asking
this
me
is
the
what
question?
This is what we're going to do. We're going to do an exercise.
So we're asking you, the viewer,
yes,
or if you're watching this on the replay, we're asking you to ask yourself the question: what would you love? What would you love to be in this incarnation that you have? What would you love to do? What would you love to create? What would you love to solve? What would you love to express? What would you love to give in life?
Yes.
We want to do this little exercise with you.
So this is what we're going to do.
So get a pen and a piece of paper. And on the top of that pen and paper.
Well, hold on. We're going to do this. We're going to be choosing from 6 different categories. And we want you to choose either Jerry Fields.
Jerry's on.
Watching.
Hey, Jerry Fields. Wise.
So we want you to choose from 1 or 2 of the following areas. 1, love and relationships.
Health and well-being.
3, time and money freedom.
4,
spiritual awareness.
5,
vocation, job.
And the 6th area is service. What would you want to contribute to the world?
Yes.
So choose something in one of those areas.
So either your time and money, either love and relationships, or time and money freedom,
health and well-being, spiritual awareness,
or vocation or job,
or service.
And service. Okay. So in in those one or two areas, what we would like for you to do is we want you to consider that this is going to be 3 years from now. In 3 years from now, what we would like for you to do is to write down what you will be doing in 3 years. We're going to all start from the same place where we write down, I am so happy and grateful now that, and then you're going to write down what it is. We want you to make certain that you bathe this in gratitude, that you stay present. You're going to say, I am doing this, not what I want to do or what I will be doing or how I'm going to. We want you to write down all the things that, or a good number of things that you would love to be doing that would make your life just joyous and harmonious and have you singing and skipping in the streets. Now, you're going to write this from the perspective that there is no limitation whatsoever. No limitations. So it does not matter. You don't have to be concerned about how any of this is going to come about.
Right. We're putting the how on the shelf. We're only dealing with the what.
Because
What
we
is
want
it?
to know is, what is it that you would
What?
actually
Yeah.
love?
What makes you come alive?
Yes.
What is it that you have suppressed and it's a deep desire of yours in one of these 6 categories? So we're going to give them 3 minutes?
You want to have 3 minutes?
4 minutes.
Okay, we're going to
So we're going to give you 4 minutes.
So there's going to be 4 minutes that we're
Hopefully
going to be
everyone,
quiet.
yes, hopefully everyone has pen and paper.
Mhm.
And we're gonna give you 4 minutes. Just write down without any limitations the thing that you would love to do and be experiencing in 3 years.
In 3 years. So this will be October 2024.
Yes.
You'll hear us come back on at the 2-minute mark, 1-minute mark, and then 30 seconds. Okay, guys?
Okay, you
And
can start.
Here we're going to go. 4 minutes.
All right.
Two minutes. 1 minute. Thirty seconds.
All right.
Okay. So now,
Hopefully everybody engaged in that exercise.
how about put the chats back up on the
We'll put the
screen,
chats
please,
back.
sweetheart.
Yep.
All right, got the comments up there. Now, did you all discover anything brand new? Were you excited about something? I mean, did something surprise you that you have written down? Or is it something that you've had a longing or a knowing about for quite some time?
Yeah. And Jerry asked the question, what if I have two things? Yes.
That's fine.
Yes. You could put down ideas from two different focus areas of
Yes.
life. It could
One
be,
or two.
it
One
could
or
be
two
about
areas.
relationships, and it could be about your
Yeah.
career.
And
or
only because we were using, we've got an abbreviated amount of time that we didn't want you to cover everything. But as you continue to write your vision, you can include every area
yes,
of your life.
Yes.
Our visions, and ours is a working, living document. And so it changes as we grow and expand, that document changes. But it covers every aspect, every area of our life.
right. So
Oh wow, I like this. So since Eldridge wrote this down, we're going to read yours because this is neat. Eldridge said he will be traveling across the country to open. He said he is traveling because we're keeping it present.
keeping it present.
He is traveling across the country, opening transformation centers, which are franchised. Um, that is neat and wonderful. Let's see.
And if you'd like to share one of your realities that you are experiencing in 2024, you can put it in the chat.
Eldred also asked a question. Oh, see, okay. This is on up here. He said, is it not a divine blueprint already established for us to follow and help create the kingdom within ourselves?
Absolutely. Um, there's a universal blueprint in all of us. It comes with us. And but what's unique about each one of us is that we all are unique expressions. And so what you are doing in this exercise is you're just communicating a unique expression based on your personality.
Yes.
And based on your gifts and talents, because that can be different from person to person. But universally, we are all called here, or all here, to experience life to its fullest.
Yes.
And to come to know uh, the beauty of life, and that life is for us and not against us, and that we're all universally connected as one. That is the general blueprint.
Yes.
But within that, there's this uniqueness about the human race, and we all know about that uniqueness because each one of us are very unique in the sense of our personality, gifts, and talents.
Yes. Jill, this is kind of sort of a question. She said interconnectedness of areas, for example, job, vocation, and service.
Yes.
The way that we see this, your job or your vocation, that is not necessarily the service that you give back into the back to the world.
Right.
That's how we are separating the two of those. Your service would be, that you give back. Your job, vocation, that is what you're exchanging your time and energy
and being
and
compensated
being
for.
compensated
Yes.
for. Okay, so that's the distinction in those two.
Yeah.
Does
But
anyone
this-
else want to write down some, maybe a few things that
Yeah.
if you want to share, that would be great and wonderful.
Yeah. And just like life itself is an art and a science. This exercise we're going through called blueprinting is an art. It's an art and a science to it. The art has to do with the creativity, the creative element of it, where we get to use our imagination in our mental faculties to imagine a life that we would love based
Yes.
on. Remember, we talked about discontents and longings at one of our previous sessions. That's the way life speaks to us, and a lot of us we bury the joys and the ideas that we had as children when in our innocence. It was mostly when in our innocent state when we were big dreamers and we had great imaginations and we could see ourselves doing and being and giving in so many unlimited ways. We kind of lost that through the process of being conditioned in this world. We kind of lost that, and then we find ourselves as adults burying the very thing that we love. And then we get to a point in life where we feel like we're too old, or we don't have the right education, or we don't have the support, or I've been
And
a bad guy, a
well,
bad girl.
These
and
are all the things that we've been
Conditioned,
We've been
yes.
trained. We've been taught these kinds of things.
And then so we put all of those desires on the shelf as though we can't have them. And we just settle for living by default, where we become, where we think we become victims of a system. But that's only because we have agreed to it and allowed our decisions to align with it. But we're talking about understanding that you have the power to create your life and design your life using the art and science of blueprinting.
Yes. Jerry said that she is teaching older adults keyboarding. That's wonderful. Eldridge also had something here. He has a question. He said, so will that unique expression lead us to oneness? Actually, our oneness is actually already part of us, and it's because we are all part of that one. We all come from that same one source,
Right.
that same one creation.
Right.
And we have access to that same one mind. That is our, that is really our, that's really our oneness. We can operate in a lot of more unity when we, have more awareness.
Yeah. And if all of you would kind of peruse the things that you wrote, we're not going to get into that segment of it tonight, but you ask your question, does this dream, does this vision, does it have good in it for everyone?
Is there some good?
Is there some good in it for everyone? That's one way you can qualify that dream. Another way you can qualify it is that is this dream or this vision I have, do I need help from a higher power?
Yes.
Because if you don't need divine help with this, it's really not a dream or a vision. It's more like a goal.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can have a goal to
get up and walk every
get up
day.
and walk tomorrow. That's a goal. You can do that without any help.
Yeah.
But what we're talking about are the things that's in your heart that you know that you would love to be doing it, to be sharing it, to be expressing it, to be using it to solve problems in the world. But you haven't made steps in that direction because for whatever reason. And we're here to say in this whole process that you can begin to step in that direction by using the skill sets that we are teaching in these sessions.
Yes, yes. And we also, so this is a very abbreviated version of what we would normally do. And we're actually going to do this is going to be something that we're going to offer for our patrons. We're going to be doing an intensive,
an in-depth
in-depth
workshop
workshop,
on
a
these.
vision workshop
On,
where we
yes,
get to do all of this. But because the other thing that you want to do is if you're going to be exchanging your time and your energy, um, then you want to make certain that what you're doing is it's aligning with your core
right.
values, those kinds of things. I want to read Carol and Bob. She said they are so happy that Carol and Bob are healthy, energized, and enthused with good eating and exercise lifestyles to enjoy and share our unlimited resources and lives with others. That
Yes,
is wonderful, Carol and Bob.
yes, yes. And is there good in that
Is there?
vision for others? Absolutely.
Yes, yes,
So that in and of itself, a real vision promotes oneness.
yes,
To get back to Eldred's question,
yes,
because it's all about humanity and adding good to humanity's life expression.
yes.
So we're running out of time.
Well, you still have a little bit of
Well,
time.
we want to get under, want to stay under the whole hour,
Okay.
and so
We
we
still
want
have
to
8 minutes.
right, right.
And it won't take us 8 minutes to do this,
But
will it?
I need 3 or 4 minutes to
Okay,
do
well then,
the. I need 3 or 4 minutes to do the Patreon.
okay.
Yeah. So thank you so much. That is our truly life lesson for tonight. It's called blueprinting. Again, it's just a very abridged version of what we actually do in a workshop, and we get more detail and you get more time to explore the different areas. So,
Yes.
um,
And we'll give you the opportunity to write that several times, and
yes,
we'll help
and
to show you how you can calibrate it so that you can make certain that it
yes,
is present and that it is alive,
yes,
and that there's emotional connection in
yes,
there. There's so much more to this
and
that
to verbally speak it.
yes.
Yes. So,
Yes.
well, thank you so much. And that is our truly life lesson for tonight. And what we want to do before we end the show is, as we shared with you last on our last episode, um, Yolanda and I have um, opened up an opportunity for you to become a partner with us in this truly live weekly talk show. Or I say partner, you can become a patron. Basically, you have the opportunity to um, become a patron by patronizing our show. And so you become a co-creator with us of this content that we're doing. And if you think that the work that we're doing here is helpful to you and will be helpful to others in the world, then by becoming a patron or supporting our Truly Live broadcast, you will get some benefits from becoming a patron. And it's very simple. You can go to www.patreon.com
Front slash.
/ truly live and sign up to become a patron with us. And for only $6 a month or $72 a year, you can support our program and be a patron. But there's benefits in it for you. And as a patron, as a patron, um, you you will receive exclusive content, meaning behind the scene content. You have community
Or
access,
bonus content. Yeah.
community access, behind the scene updates, and also the pride of fueling work that matters to you. If this work matters to you, then you will be fueling this work, helping Yolanda and I have the opportunity to create more content. And most important, you get access to us, unlimited, back in private communities.
And exclusive content, because
Yes.
we will have some of our guests will come on and share in-depth details
Yes.
about the information and the areas of expertise that they have.
And so that's our base level for being a patron. Or there is a VIP patron level that you can also get involved with for $20 a month or $240 a year. And for that, you get what we just said, what we just shared with you about the basic patron. In addition to that, you will get you will get a complimentary strategy session with us, one-on-one with Yolanda and I. Also, you will get special rates for our online programs. You get a VIP rate for our 12-week a program, and also you will get a special gift from us.
Well, I think you said last week that the first 25.
Right. But whether even after the 25, the VIPs will get a special gift. But for the first 25 people that sign up, whether it be for the basic or the VIP patron, we're going to send you a special gift.
Okay.
So, and you can do that easily by going to www.patreon.com/truly live. Are we clear on that? Are you clear?
It's fine.
Okay. All right. And again, we want to stay under the 60 minutes, and I think we're coming close to that. So,
So we're going to end the broadcast, end the program with the loving kindness meditation by the Dalai Lama. We bless all of you. Thank you all so much for being with us.
yes.
And we bless all who join with us and those that you hold dear in your heart. We do this every day. We say this meditation as a blessing. So we do this every day for you all. May you be truly happy.
May you live in peace.
May you live in love.
May you know the power of forgiveness.
May you live in the recognition that your life has good meaning and deep purpose. That's the Dalai Lama.
Yes. And may you live in the awareness of who you truly are in God. And we extend this blessing to every being on the planet. Thank you so much. And this is the end of our episode.
Thank you, guys. We'll see you
Yes.
next time.
See you next time. I'm Oliver,
I'm Yolanda.
and we're the OK
We're the
Blues.
OK Blues.
Bye-bye. We love you.